Robin from The Balanced Life. Welcome to the last and final installment of Pilates for Beginners. If you're just joining us, be sure to check out the previous workouts and visit my blog, The Balanced Life, to get caught up. Each week we've been diving into a new Pilates principle or concept to help us get the most out of our workouts and ensure that we're going to move in a way that gets us healthy for the long run and doesn't cause injury. So today we're talking about the shoulder girdle, or basically how to maintain a healthy shoulder joint. So it's important to recognize that the shoulder joint is the least stable joint in the body. So because of that, it's important to train it in a way that promotes stability and strength. I see a lot of people at the gym lifting heavy weights, or trying to lift heavier weights than they're actually able to or ready to. And what that does is put a lot of strain and a lot of pull on the shoulder joint, which is just asking for injury. You've seen it, the person who's just jerking the weight up left and right, and it's really not very effective. So we're going to use some body weight exercises here to really work on what that means to have a stable shoulder and how you can work it from all angles to ensure that you will have a healthy shoulder for the long run. So the first thing I want you to think about is the shoulder blade. And it's important to know that the shoulder blades move on the back. They're designed to. They can slide up, down, around. They can wing out to the sides like so. And that's beautiful and wonderful. And we want to maintain that nice smooth movement on the back. So one thing to think about is that when you raise your arm, the shoulder blade drops down the back. So go ahead and do that with me. Just raise one arm straight and notice how the shoulder blade drops down the back. There's an opposition that happens there. Shoulder draws down as the arm comes up. Arm goes down, the shoulder blade returns to its starting position. That's just a bone rhythm that can help you be aware of where your shoulders are at in place. We're going to lie on our back. So lying down, just in a comfortable position, go ahead and bend your knees, keep your arms by your side for now, just to check in with that neutral spine since we're just coming into our workout today. From here, bring the arms straight up to the ceiling, right above your shoulder, and let the arm bone relax into the shoulder joint. So you're no longer reaching to the ceiling, but you're heavy in the joint. Good. From here, keeping your rib cage closed, just open the arms to the side and float them back up. So we're just going to warm up the shoulder joint here. Open and up. This actually feels wonderful on a foam roller. So if you have a foam roller, you could get that right now. Lay on it and do these arm exercises here. Let's do two more. Just moving, opening up across the chest, opening up across the collarbone. A place where many of us hold tension from working on our computers all day. Good, arms come back up to the ceiling. Now I want you to think of shrugging the shoulders or sliding the shoulder blades around the side of the rib cage and back and around down. So think about how the rib cage is rounded. The scapula move around the rib cage to come up and around and back to down. So it's not a straight up and straight down motion. It has a little bit more of a rounded motion to it. Rounding up and sliding down. Now here's what I want you to notice. Does it feel different on one shoulder blade versus the other? Like for me, my left side feels very different. It's because I have scoliosis, and it's also because I hold tension on one side more than the other. So just pay attention to those things, and that can help you to improve the balance in your body. Good. So that's just a nice little shoulder warm up. We're going to come up to a seated position, and in fact, we're going to go onto our knees. So turn yourself around. So your hands are directly under your shoulders and your knees are directly under your hips. We're going to go into two different positions here. The first is where many of us tend to go and we don't want to live. It's right here, where you're dropped down in your chest, your shoulder blades are poking up to the ceiling. Instead, I want you to push into the ground, fill the space between the shoulder blades, and set the shoulders broad and wide on the back. That's where they should be. Notice how when you do that, you get activation up the back of the arm and into the shoulder girdle. This is collapsed and lazy. This is strong and supported, okay? So hold that strong and supported position throughout this whole series. We're going to take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to raise your left arm to the ceiling without sinking, without twisting, and switch sides. Raising up and down. and up, and down, and right, and left. Good. And down, raise the right arm and hold. Now think of pressing into that left arm as you extend your left leg back, holding that shoulder stability. So keep pressing into the left arm. Don't let yourself sink or collapse. And now pulse to the ceiling for 1, 2, 3, 4. This is great for your upper back. 6, as well as your hamstrings. 8, 9, 10. Bringing it back down. Square yourself off again. Make sure you haven't collapsed. Press into the ground. Left arm raises. Press into your right arm. Right leg raises. Hold and lengthen and breathe. Good. Pressing into the heel of the hand. Notice your tricep activate. Notice the lat strong on the back. Let's pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand comes down, knee comes down. From here, turn your fingertips in at an angle, so about a 45-degree angle. From the front, it looks like this. Yeah, okay. We're going to do a bit of a push-up here that takes a little bit of the pressure out of the joints. So think of those broad shoulders on the back. And you're going to bend your elbows out to the side as you lower your chest down, flexing at the front of the hip or at the hip crease, and press back up. So we lower the chest, elbows go wide, and press into the ground to fill the space between the shoulder blades. So really think about those broad shoulders on the back, pressing as you lift back up. Okay, let's take it at a pace. So we're going to go down, 2, 3, press up. Down, 2, 3, press up. Down, 2, 3, press up. One more time. 2, 3, press up. Reverse. We go down, up, 2, 3, and down, up, 2, 3, and down, up, 2, 3. Last one. Up, 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 and good. Sit it back, rest and stretch for just a second. Good, and coming forward into a front plank. So we're going to stay on our straight arms, but if your wrists bug you, feel free to go down to your elbows. We're going to take one leg back into plank, finding your neutral spine, right? So we're long, we're not here, long through the spine. The other leg goes back, and you're pressing into the ground, just like we did when we were on our knees. Shoulders broad, pelvis in line with the spine. Hold and breathe. So really activate that shoulder girdle by pressing into the heel of the hand. Spread the fingertips wide and breathe. Good. Lift the rib cage into the body. You've got this. You've gotten stronger over the weeks. I know you can do this. Hold and breathe. We've got 3 more breaths. Good, and lower your knees down and just turn to face me. We're gonna go into a side elbow plank. I'll offer modifications if you're new to this exercise. But this is great for supporting the shoulder girdle from the underside. So if this is where we hang out when we're watching TV, this is where we want to be when we do Pilates, okay? So for those who are beginners, which is most of us, keep your bottom knee bent. If you're more advanced, you can go ahead and do straight leg on both sides. I'll do the bent knee for the purposes of this tutorial. So we're going to press into the bottom knee, lift up into a long line, taking the top arm to the ceiling. Now here's what I want you to think about. Really pressing into the elbow to create as much space underneath you as possible. Something to watch out for. You don't want your knee or your elbow too close to your body. You want it wide enough that you don't feel any pressure on the top of your shoulder. Keep your head in line with your spine, so don't lean forward, don't drop it down. Stay with me, hold and breathe. Keep pressing into that elbow, trying to lift and create space on the underside. You've got this. We're gonna hold for 3 more breaths. Good job. 1 more breath. And lower it down. Nicely done. We'll go to the other side. And just keep practicing this. And the more you get used to it, then you can straighten your legs, then you can hold for longer. There's always somewhere to grow, right? So elbow is wide enough that I'm not going to feel any support or impingement on my joint. Bottom knee is bent underneath me. I'm going to press up using the help of my hand first, and then extend it to the ceiling. So watch out for losing the connection in the rib cage. Draw the abdominals in, lengthen, and hold. Really trying to lift the hips and the upper body up off of the ground. Hold and breathe here. Long through your spine, long through your straight leg. Breathing, trying to find some kind of peace in the body, especially when it gets hard. You're doing a great job. Let's do 2 more breaths. You can do it. And lower yourself down. Nice job, you guys. You've completed the Pilates for Beginners series. Feel free to use these videos as many times as you'd like, especially when you just feel like you want something gentle to come back to. And then as you progress, be sure to check out 28 Days of Pilates, Mind Body Mat, and the Pilates Summer Series. They're all free. They're all on my YouTube channel. Tons of workouts focused on specific body parts. Definitely just what you'll need to get stronger and keep growing in your Pilates practice. So as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more videos.